Prison doctors, what's the most absurd thing you've seen? I worked as a medical assistant at a state prison for 6 years. I've seen guys fake seizures, swallow batteries to get to the hospital. Even one dude who rubbed soap in his eyes every morning to make them look infected. But nothing comes close to Kevin. Kevin rolled in claiming he was completely blind. Said he got jumped outside a liquor store and someone hit him with a bat. Had the hospital paperwork and everything. Optic nerve damage. The whole package. He had these dark sunglasses he never took off and this white cane he'd tap everywhere. First week, he got moved to the medical wing. Better cell. No work duty. He had volunteers reading him books on tape and guards walking him to meals. Everyone felt bad for the guy. He was only 28 and seemed genuinely scared about being locked up and blind. Dr. Patel, our eye doctor, checked him out twice. Kevin wouldn't cooperate much with the tests, kept saying the lights hurt too much or he couldn't focus. His records looked legit enough that nobody pushed it. After a while, we all just accepted it. Blind Kevin, that was him. He made friends fast. His cellmate, this older guy named Ron, basically became his guide. Kevin told these crazy stories about his life before prison, and people loved him. He was funny, never caused trouble, always polite to staff. Honestly, one of the easier inmates to deal with. I remember this one time, about 3 years in, I was walking past the rec room and saw Kevin sitting there listening to a basketball game on the radio. He was describing plays to the guys around him like he could see them. I thought it was sweet how he stayed so positive. Then one random Tuesday, everything changed. Officer Brooks was doing equipment inventory in the storage closet near the medical wing. Kevin was in there getting his monthly supplies. Brooks turned around just in time to see Kevin reach up to the top shelf and grab a pack of cookies that someone had stashed there. No hesitation, no fumbling, just reached right up and took them. Brooks froze. He didn't say anything at first, just watched. Kevin sat back down, cane in his lap, munching on a cookie like nothing happened. Brooks walked out and immediately called Dr. Patel. They decided to test him. Next day, Dr. Patel walked into the exam room where Kevin was sitting. She didn't announce herself, just walked in quiet and dropped her clipboard on the floor across the room. It made a loud bang. Kevin's head snapped toward the sound. His whole body tensed up. Then he caught himself and went back to staring straight ahead. Dr. Patel didn't say a word. She left a $20 bill on the table in front of him and walked out. Told the guard to watch through the window. 2 minutes later, Kevin looked around, grabbed the bill, and shoved it in his sock. That's when they pulled his cell footage. I was there when the warden and Dr. Patel reviewed it. There was Kevin in his cell at night, reading a magazine by the light coming through the door. Another clip showed him swatting a fly on the wall. Another one had him watching his cellmate Ron sleep, just staring at the ceiling with his eyes wide open. In one video, he jumped off his bunk to kill a spider. Perfect coordination. The craziest part was when they reviewed his vision test records. Dr. Patel realized he'd been failing the tests in a pattern. He'd get just enough wrong to seem blind, but not enough to be suspicious. He'd memorized how to fail for 7 years. When they confronted him, Kevin still tried to play it off, said his vision came and went, that sometimes he could see shadows, but they had him on camera doing things no blind person could do, reading, reacting to silent TV shows, catching things people threw at him when they didn't know he was watching. Turns out the hospital records were real, but the injury wasn't as bad as he made it seem. He had some vision problems after the attack, but nothing close to blindness. He just saw an opportunity and ran with it for almost a decade. Better housing, no hard labor, extra sympathy, people helping him constantly. He played everyone. They moved him to general population that same day, took away all his accommodations. Ron, his cellmate who'd been helping him for years, refused to talk to him ever again. The other inmates who'd been nice to him felt like idiots. Some of them got pretty angry about it. Kevin had to be moved to a different unit for his own safety. I saw him a few months later in the medication line. No sunglasses, no cane, just another inmate. He wouldn't make eye contact with anyone. The guy who'd been everyone's friend was now the guy who'd lied to everyone's face for 7 years. Dr. Patel told me later that it was one of the most elaborate cons she'd ever seen. The dedication it took to never break character, to fake it even when he was alone in his cell, just in case, to memorize exactly how to fail medical tests.